I'm Sean Farquhar and Steve Milikoff for this match between Russia and the United States. We'll take a look at the starting lineups going today for Russia. We're going to have Morozova, Bakhtuktina, Godina, a very strong server. Probably the biggest player that the Russians want to get a good effort out of is ARTAMONOVA, number 8, for a huge effort from Scott.
They got to have it from her. She's got to be up for it. Here comes another short serve. It's a big, big problem for the Americans. They got to fix it because that's what happens.
That is ARTAMONOVA, and she hammers it just like T. Williams.
I don't think they talk much. I really don't. They're nodding, they're communicating, but they're not talking, if you know what I mean. There is a difference out there.
That's ARTAMONOVA. Elena Odin, great effort to bring that ball back in. That looked to be a sure ending for the Russians, and ARTAMONOVA buries it on a second chance.
ARTAMONOVA coming in there. She's the best outside hitter, has a great jump serve, as I mentioned earlier. Here it is, you're seeing demonstrated a big freewheel or windmill type of serve, and with that height.
The Russians are within 2 points, and Steve, imagine if the Russians were behind in this set.
Well, you never can tell where they are when it comes to Nikolai, because it doesn't matter whether they're winning or losing. The intensity is always the same. Whether she's going to get in and stay in, but Tara seems to be carrying the team at the moment. Another short serve.
That's ARTAMONOVA from well back. Cross battle's got to make a desperation play. No chance
for a coach to figure out that right chemistry so you start winning as a unit.
And there we see cross battle on the reverse bump set. Weishaupt plays a free ball to Russia. ARTAMONOVA, and a windmill shot from Yevgenya ARTAMONOVA.
In today, I really wouldn't. I think they're playing a little more intense. You know, that unseen factor here, what I'm looking at is the Russian team as an overall unit is just a little more focused, and it's showing up, and I think they got a little more depth. I really do. They got that big power, and there it is.
You saw ARTAMONOVA take that ball and go very long on the spike. The United States had to...
That world-class spike power that some of these other teams are demonstrating. I'm talking like the Russians and the Cubans and the Brazilians. They're a notch underneath, and it's coming up here today against this big, big Russian side.
Weishaupt down the side. That was saved by the libero Timonova. ARTAMONOVA going a long way and then uses touch. The dink shot, the United States was not looking for that, but ARTAMONOVA, good versatility working that into the play.
Now here it comes. She just more or less dinks the ball over. Generally revolves around her being able to. Here comes another short serve as I speak, but revolves around the power of getting a running spike going around that backside.
And that tactic continues to be very ineffective. The United States
to be a steady performer, and as I say, she's the only jump server they have. I hope she can do it because I think they need that dimension.
ARTAMONOVA, an absolute bullet. Cross battle very quick to save that. Timonova digs it out. Once again, ARTAMONOVA. Danielle Scott, she was not in position at all for the block. ARTAMONOVA capitalized and sent one to the left-hand side.
Still continuing the sluggish play, even though they're hanging in. They're one up on the Russians, who have a chance to tie.
And that is blocked out the side of the court. Good shot from Danielle Scott, number 10.
Well, you got Danielle Scott, you've got Cross Battle and Zetterlund on that front line. It's not a bad front line. Let's see what kind of lateral movement they have. If they've got some lateral movement, even with the short serve that they just got, they've got a shot. And there again, they're played out. You see what happened there? I think that was Cross Battle moved back, anticipating that spike, and instead got dinked right over the top.
So once again, a side out. Russia down 3-4. The jump serve from ARTAMONOVA, and then she goes to a changeup. Perhaps that's not what she wanted to do, not set up the jump,
and was made it pay.
And ARTAMONOVA, for the second time in a row, sends a spike into the net. Nikolai Karpol calls timeout for a few encouraging words.
Yes, he's giving her positive participative management here, letting her know that this needs to be fixed.
A true coach of the 90s, Nikolai Karpol. So we take a look at the Chinese team. You had heard the crowd explode here moments ago at the Queen Elizabeth Stadium. They love this Chinese side coming in for a look at this match between Russia and the United States.
I think, you know, really, I got to tell you, this team, I've seen them play early.
Nikolina over 4. ARTAMONOVA just catching the line on the way out. Another side out.
reminds me of fluidity going, and they start acting like a unit instead of individuals. They start playing a lot more consistent, and they're not able to react to that dink shot, but we'll forgive them that time. But I just do believe that they're starting to play a little sharper volleyball this game. They probably will pull this one out.
ARTAMONOVA serves with Russia down by 4. Russian side, USA down by 3. Nikolina goes over for Godina. Chichenko plays it on a bump set. Now she'll get a chance to spike. Elaine Young's right there. Cross battle. That wasn't the shot she wanted. 4 Russian players in the front court, and ARTAMONOVA exploding from behind the attack line.
And she's looking for that opportunity. ARTAMONOVA is a predator, big time.
That's Odin serving with the U.S. down by 6. The short serve forces Lobiro to come up, and that was a beautiful textbook spike from Yevgenya ARTAMONOVA.
Not been that bad. This one isn't that bad. Nice low serve.
ARTAMONOVA, what a line that ball takes. Almost a straight shot down, isn't it?
Well, she's their best outside hitter, and she sure showed it that time. I think that windmill type of spike of hers is just furious. It takes no quarters.
And there going up was Morozova. Elena Odin was not expecting that ball to come back towards her off the spike. Instead, serving will be number 4, Elena Bakhtuktina. Russia up 12-6. Klein reaches for that. It's Kemner. ARTAMONOVA and no one in the vicinity. Kemner was looking for help. You could see it.
Well, Kemner can pick up those types of deep spikes. She's the only one on the team that I have confidence. Here we see the replay. Look at the height she gets, and she comes back around again. Karam just got blown on her heels, moved back on her heels, hoping to be able to soften that, but wasn't able to do it.
So now Russia within 2 of taking a 2-set-to-1 lead. Zetterlund back into the game. Russia blocks that back. And you can see the U.S. pinballing that one around. Now set point.
And you can see the big...
That short serve. Timonova saves it. Now ARTAMONOVA. And again, you've just got to question the wisdom of going to that short serve, Steve Milikoff, who turned around on a dink shot. Weishaupt, one of the veterans of this U.S. side, will serve. That's a shot from ARTAMONOVA off the net. Has all but gone away from that short serve.
Big cleanup hitter, you know. She's going to get hers, and she got hers at the right time. Can they close?
That's Weishaupt. And that ball into the net, so Russia takes it. That was a very game effort by the United States in the 4th set, but Russia taking it in 4. 15-10 it goes in the 4th set. The United States just came on too late in the match, Steve.
Still sputtering, still got problems on their service, they just went up against a team I just think was a little bit deeper and is on an improvement roll. It's very, very obvious that the Russians are a team to contend with. Look for them down the line, Sean.
So Russia with a win over the United States. They level up their records at 5-5. We'll take a break and return to Hong Kong in a moment.